My name is Patrick, but you can call me 26. And what we're going to build today is going to be the profile text field, right? The profile text field, we use it in the app that we build on the channel, right? You can find the link in the description, right? We use it to enter text. Wait, where is it, right? So when you're adding like a product, for example, so this text field here, it's a smart text field. And what it does is that it counts the number of characters that you have. And when you get the characters down to, it stops you from going over the limit. In this case, we have 500. And also it turns red when you get to the last 10 characters, right? So that can give the user some feedback that they have run into their limit, right? So this is what we're going to build, and let me show you how we do it. Right. So the first thing we need to do is we could just leave it named as the custom text content view here. And what we're going to pass is going to be the character limit. So we come here and we say let char limit, and this is going to be an integer, which is going to be 500 characters, right? Or set it to whatever character limit you want. And then we come here and we say we want binding, and binding is going to be var text, which is going to be string. The suggestion is bang on. And after that, we come here, let's get rid of the padding here, get rid of this. And what we want is going to be the text editor, right? So we have a text editor like so, and here it requires a text. So the text is going to be the text that which is the binding here. So we do $ text like so, text like so. Then we come here and we say, we give it a padding of 4, come here, say padding, this is going to be 4, like so. And then we say scroll content background, and this is going to be hidden. We don't want it to see it, right? And we want to do something when the text changes, right? So we want to come here and we say .on change of, and this is text, and what we want is we don't want anything in the closure, so we could get rid of this, right? Because we're not going to use it. What we want to do when the text changes, we want to check if text.count, if the text.count is greater than or equal to our char limit. What we'd like to do is just come here and we say something like text is going to be limited to the number of the characters that we have put there, right? So text dot prefix, and the prefix, the max length is going to be character limit, right? So if you're trying to change the text and you find that the text is actually going to be greater than the limit, we're just going to stop the user passing on more characters, right? So that's going to be that, and probably need to get rid of one of these. And that's going to be that, right? So after you get to 500, we're going to stop the user from actually typing, right? That's what we do there, right? And then the next thing we want is going to be an H stack. Let's come here and we say we want an H stack. And in the H stack, what we're going to have is we want it shunted to the side, which is going to be a spacer here. And then we're going to have a text here. And the text is just going to be the remainder, which is going to be, we can use string interpolation, come here, and this is going to be char limit, I think it was making a suggestion, minus text.count, right? That was perfect, right? Text.count, right? So that's going to be that. And we come here and we say foreground style is going to be text color, right? Text color, right? That's going to be that, right? And we want the font to be as small as possible, right? Don't worry about the text color for now. The font here should be, text color is going to be a computed property, right? So we come here and we say font, and this is going to be caption 2. Wait, is there a caption 3? Yes, there's a caption 3, right? So we have that. It's going to be caption 3, which is, I believe, one of the smallest, if not the smallest, right? And then we're going to come here and we say we want a padding on our H stack. We want a padding, and the padding is going to be 4, like so, right? And then we come here and we say we want an overlay. And what's the overlay going to be? We just want a rounded rectangle, like so. And this is going to be with the corner radius, and the corner radius is going to be 8, like so. And we're going to say the stroke here. The stroke is going to be border color, like so. And we're going to see that in a bit. line width is going to be 1, right? And we're going to use border color, which is going to be a computed property. And at the end of this, we would like to maybe give it a shadow. Let's come here and we say we want the shadow. And the shadow is going to be a radius of 1, and then x is going to be 0, and y displacement is going to be 2, right? So we have those two, and then now we can maybe put in place our computed properties, right? So we would come here and we say something like let's say var, and this one is going to be text color. Now the text color is going to be color like so. Let's get rid of this, it's not exactly perfect, and we check if text dot is empty. What we want to do is return. What do we want to return? We want to return gray, right? So that is if it's initial or you get rid of everything, just make it gray, right? Else if car limit minus text limit, if you get to the last 10, not 100, but if you get to the last 10, what we want to do is we want to return dot red, right? Like so, right? Else we're going to return green, right? That's when it's in the sweet spot, right? So that's going to be that. And then afterwards we need border color. So let's come here and we say another one is going to be var border color, another computer property, and that's going to be var border color, and this is going to be color. And here if text is empty, it's going to be that red, and finally green, right? The suggestion is bang on the money, right? So that's going to be that. And what we would like to do is see it on our preview. So we could just use this, right? Okay. Apparently caption only goes to 2, not 3, right? Like I thought it would, right? Let's see. So what's the issue here? The issue is the h stack. Should the h stack be outside? Let's just come here to the h stack and cut this and then put it here, right? So let's do that, right? And that's going to be better. Okay, now let's see our work. And how we do that is we come to the preview here and put a v-stack, right? So we put a v-stack and come here, and this is going to be the let's just say custom. Let's just use the content view, right? Or come here and call this profile text field, right? Or profile text field, like so, right? And then we can refer to that here. Come here and say this is going to be profile text field, right? And then the text here is going to be dot constant. And what's the value going to be? And it's going to be constant, right? And here we're just going to say this is going to be, it needs to be a string, right? So we're going to say this is a text, right? Like so. This is a text, right? And like so, and we have a problem because here we have that and they cannot find this. So we come here and we say this is going to be the profile text field, and the text is going to be, let's come here and we create a state variable. This is going to be state like so, var text, and come here and say this is going to be $text, right? So we do that, that's going to be okay. And now if we come back to our canvas, hopefully we do get a result that is okay with us right now, right? So let's wait and see if we get the correct result. And this is a text field, and let's give it some padding, right? So let's come here on our v-stack and we're just going to say padding like so, padding, and padding like so, and yeah, this is going to be that. So we do get this, and we do have the correct number here, but the text is somewhere out here, right? So let's fix that. Let's see, how do we solve it? Well, this is supposed to be, the overlay should be on the entire v-stack, which contains the profile text field, right? So for that, we just come here and cut this, right? Cut this and then put it on the entire v-stack, right? So that's going to be the entire v-stack. Come here, do that, and that's going to be our text, right? Let's see it in action. So let's come here and for our profile text field, we could say that the frame, so that you can see it on the simulator, the height, let's say a height is going to be, let's say 200, and then we're going to give it padding all around. So we say padding like so. That's going to be that. Now we run it and we should see something on the screen. Give it a second. Okay, this is it, right? And now we can start typing. And if we type, we see if the numbers go down, right? So we say, hi, my name is 475, right? So that the number of characters is working, right? So what we want to do now is let's type all the way and see what happens if we get to 0, essentially, right? So it's gonna take a bit of time, but let's do that quickly and see. So it goes all the way. And we are now at 50, 40, 30, 20, and now see, when it gets to 10, it does turn red. And when you continue, you get to the point where you can no longer type, right? So when you get here, you get to 500, it limits the amount of content that you can type, right? So that is, in essence, our custom profile text field.